Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at the new season Tales of Transformation. And we are going to see already in the preview of this season quite a lot of new things for this. We're going to get back the Mega Rayquaza, which is going to be cool here in the background already visible. We're going to have the Shadow Groudon being in Shadow Raids this season, which is going to be cool because we had Kyogre last season, which is now kind of nice to have Groudon in there as a shiny as well possible. Very good Pokemon. We have here Mega Metagross for the first time. We have Duraludon for the first time. We have the Garbodor here for the first time as the Gigantamax form, which is a really cool form. We're going to have the Hydrapple here, which is a new Pokemon as well that will be very interesting. And we have a different form of Keldeo coming up. There was already a teaser trailer before for this one, where maybe it's actually down linked below here. I don't know if this is going to be it. No, it's actually a completely new one. Let's see what we're going to have here as well. We're going to have interesting things. We're going to have here some throwback. This literally just got released, by the way. Like, this is literally new information. We have here Mega Lucario coming back. We have Diplin, which is interesting. We're going to have more new Mega Evolutions to the point where it's only one Mega Evolution left, which is going to be the Mega Mewtwo, which is very likely going to be part of the Carlos Tour, I would assume, for February, so definitely stay tuned for this. We have a new social feature that's going to be added, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on as well. Here we have some nice, things photoshopped into it, basically. CGI effects on Pokemon being added into the landscape, which is quite visible there. We're going to have here Mega Alakazam coming back in. It's kind of interesting. We have the... Oh, we also have, of course, the Halloween season, which is going to be mostly where we have the Groudon, which is kind of interesting. And also the Garbodor, apparently. That is very nice for Halloween. We're going to see here already we have like different kind of Pokestops for that, which we had last time already. Here we have the Dynamax Duraludon, and this is kind of going to be it for this little trailer for it. Kind of cool. Quite a lot of interesting information. For the people who are thinking, oh, we're going to get another Keldeo. Nope, you're going to keep the Keldeo if that you have already. This is going to be... there's going to be a research task basically for this one, but you're not going to be able to get Keldeo again. Trias who already have caught Keldeo continue their journey with it and receive Keldeo candy that they can use to power it up instead. So yeah, basically here this is going to be a research. It's going to be available basically directly when the season starts. It goes through the entire season, but you're going to be able to get the different form here. What is different here? It very likely is just going to learn the move Secret Sword, and I hope it's going to be a good move because it would maybe make Keldeo a little bit better for PvP and PvE. This Pokemon struggles as well with the fast move that it learns. It just doesn't have double kick like the other forms of, like, basically the Verzian or whatever. It only has Poison Jab, which is kind of the thing which holds it back the most. Otherwise, Keldeo has really good stats and would be a cool Pokemon to have, but right now, this is going to be research, is going to be along the way. We're going to have some seasonal highlights here as well. We actually just skipped through everything thanks to that. Here we're going to have the Tales of Mega Evolution. Those are going to be the final Mega Evolutions before Mega Mewtwo, which is kind of fitting there, I think, as well, because I assume that Mega Mewtwo is going to be part of the Carlos Tour, as when you play the game yourself, you're going to have the option to encounter Mewtwo in that game as well. As one of the only legendaries that you can encounter there from past generations. And it's like part even kind of the storyline and has two mega forms of it. So I assume for the Carlos Tour, because we don't really have legendary Pokemon that are missing or anything like this from the Generation 6, I assume that we are going to be able to get that Mewtwo, which is going to be, an interesting one there. Maybe you get like Zygarde and Raids as well, which we can catch, which would be kind of cool. But we have to see. Most likely we wouldn't be able to catch then the Zygarde. We would just get salts for it, I assume. Anyway. I'm going to have here Tales of Evolution. We're going to be able to get Diplin and Hydrapple, so hopefully you have some Applin stored already, because you need Applin in order to get this Pokemon. Those Pokemon we're going to take a look at as well a little bit at a later point. This is going to be an interesting Pokemon, especially the pre-evolution could have some nice bulk for Great and Ultra League. And the last evolution is very cool with the Dragon and Grass typing, which you already see with like the... I don't know, like quite a few of them. I think there's, of course, the other evolutions of it, which are Dragon and the Grass. We have the Alolan Executor, which is Dragon and Grass. Interesting typing, quadruple weakness to Ice, though, which can hold it back a little bit. Tales of Battle, we're going to get Dynamax, the Duraludon. We're going to get Shadow Groudon, which can be shiny as well, as far as I know. And we are going to be able to get more Shadow Pokemon from Giovanni as well. We're going to get here the Gigantamax Garbodor, so like that's going to be kind of interesting. For the community today, we already know about the September one. It's going to be the Floette here, Flabebe. interesting here on the 14th of September. We have the Go Pass. The Go Pass is going to be interesting as well. Of course, you're going to be able to have that basically every single time. You have a paid version as well if you want to do that. It's a nice thing to have, but again, I actually don't really pay for them anymore. I feel like it's kind of not worth the money, but you decide for yourself there. Yeah, anyway, this is going to be here the level 80 journey, which we already talked about in the video yesterday. I don't really have to talk about this. Here are the weekly challenges. Weekly challenges are going to be cool as well. By the way, we have PvP later as well, some parts of it. As we're going to have here apparently some challenges that you can do against other trainers, where you have to catch a certain amount of Pokemon. Let's take a look a little bit closer at the picture here. Yeah, it's kind of a challenge. I don't know what you're gonna get from it. Mostly just like a medal or something. It's apparently like part of like the friends that's just like next to it. It's known the social tab for it. Don't know what this is gonna benefit you, but cool stats here with 10,000 kilometer, 10,000 Pokemon caught, 10,000 Pokestops won, already 10 million XP. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, this is going to be it kind of for that part here. We have some stickers, and then we have Go Battle League already. We have here some like breakthrough encounters where we have more Peko, which is kind of cool for people. Otherwise, not really anything crazy. Frigiback's kind of nice. Yeah, nothing really too crazy. Apparently, you get here energy here. It has to be one Mega Energy for Mega DNC, which is kind of funny. So that's going to be something new. We have here X, nothing too crazy. Seasonal bonus is going to be that you are going to be able to get one additional candy from trading Pokemon, which is kind of nice. XP going to be higher for the 7-day streak. XP going to be higher from friendship level ups. So that's kind of cool. We're going to get from trading guaranteed Candy XL Pokemon, which is kind of nice. Yeah, and you get one rare Candy XL when you do it during a raid hour, which we had already throughout the last few seasons. There are going to be some cool deals here if you really want to be interested in this one. But let's take a look here at the Go Battle League. This is going to be kind of interesting because, of course, we are going to have here the cups that are going to be out. We have the Retro Cup, which is already going to be interesting for this meta, as Dragon types got buffed quite a bit. This Pokemon, like this cup generally, is kind of dominated by Dragon type Pokemon. This is most likely going to be the case here as well again. We have the Summer Cup, we have the Willpower Cup, like cups that have all been available already beforehand. Willpower Cup is going to be just Psychic, Fighting, and Dark. We have the Fantasy Cup, Jungle Cup, nothing crazy. Remix Cup, which is kind of cool. That's usually at the end because you kind of have to see what kind of is the meta already. Halloween Cup, which is going to be back, which is lovely. Only for 1 week, which is kind of sad though. We have the Jungle Cup, and then at the end we have the Pokemon 2025 Championship Series Cup, which is a new one, which I'm interested in. Again, this is new information for me as well. We have the Go Battle weekend here. It's going to be for 2 days only. Usually it's actually a little bit of a longer event, but I don't know why here it's going to be just a weekend. Interesting. You're going to be able to get some stuff from Clemmer, which is going to be interesting as well. We have Honrich as a reward still. This was already the case throughout the last season. Pikachu Libre, of course, if you want to get that one. All the standard encounters, nothing too crazy here. Like, there's nothing really that is, like, I don't know, crazy or new. We have the timed research pass, which again is kind of the same as we always have, I think. So, yeah, each page will require 100 battles and 50 wins to complete. So maybe it's actually a little bit different this time around. I think usually it's just wins. Now it's, I think, a little bit easier. So I'm curious on how this is going to be. But that's going to be a free thing anyway. Other rewards, you're going to be able to get like the different kind of posts. We don't have, sadly, any video towards it yet. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, we have here the Retro Cup, which is new. Normal, we're going to have the Summer Cup, which we had already before. I don't know where we really get this. Must Mega Edition. Not too sure if this is going to be now actually working, because usually the last few times, every single time the cup had to be removed because there's still a bug in the game. I'm not too sure if they're gonna still do the same. Here we have Zora and Zorak banned for the Willpower Cup. Don't think this is necessary, to be fair. Don't think that really helps out the meta or anything like this. Can't say that Zora and Zorak would be too busted by any means. We have Fantasy Cup here. Dragon Steel Fairy. Kind of interesting, especially because that's currently the meta anyway. Tornado is going to be very, very strong. That meta, we're going to have the Jungle Cup coming up here as well. Great League Edition, which is kind of cool. We haven't had this one in ages. Only normal grass, electric, poison, ground, flying, bug, and dark type Pokemon. Can't see that Galarian Stunfisk or Gligar would have been so broken that you would need to ban them, but apparently that's the case here. Mustic Pepper Cup is going to be cool because of the lot of Pokemon that recently got added that are going to be good in this one. Great League Remix, again, as said before, check back later for information. That's kind of what we had usually recently, where we just have to wait until the Pokemon get used, which is the most logical thing, because if you just spend the like top 20 Pokemon from the last season, the new season is gonna have other Pokemon. So that's kind of cool here. I'm excited for Halloween Cup. It's usually one of the funnest cup out there. Sadly, only just 1 week. Poison, Bug, Ghost, Dark, and Fairy type Pokemon. And we're going to have here Championship Series Cup. We have Ice, Flying, Psychic, Ghost, and Dragon type Pokemon that are allowed, which is interesting. It might be even from like the winners team or something. Could be. I'm not too sure. And those Pokemon will be not allowed here, which is quite a lot of them. Curious on how this kind of went down, but it's new cup, so I kind of like this. I like that there's a different cup there available. And of course we have the catch cup with just like Pokemon that are caught in that area. We have the combat battle system here being changed to 45 seconds. All the attack changes we had already in a video. I'm just gonna look through it if there's anything that changed. Yeah, here this was actually defense in the first preview. Now it's attack, which we expected anyway. So like that got fixed basically up before it got released here. Anything else is just kind of the same that we had already before. There's nothing new. This is all what we already know about and where I made already a lot of videos towards as well. For the changes here, there's seemingly nothing new either. This is just kind of the stuff that we know already. And so yeah, nothing really that I have to talk about here, because we have a lot of videos already on the channel. There's going to be a lot more coming towards it as well. There's nothing new here that we didn't see before already, so like that's kind of what we expected. And so we can move over now to some new Pokemon. Duraludon. Duraludon is going to be an interesting Pokemon that has still another evolution, which is not going to be available most likely straight away. It's a Pokemon that has Dragon Tail as well, which is going to get buffed this season. It has alright stats, getting up to 3500 CP as well. It's kind of interesting. And again, this Pokemon has another evolution, which looks like a bridge, which is kind of cool, but it's not going to be available straight away, I would assume, because it's a bit of an awkward evolution thing there. Like, we will very likely just gonna have Duraludon for the beginning, especially as this Pokemon has a Gigantamax form, but the evolution doesn't, which is kind of so weird, because the evolution came, one generation later. But as you'll see here as well, this Pokemon, nothing too crazy here. It's going to have access to the moves Flash Cannon, Dragon Claw, Dragon Tail, and a Metal Claw here, as well as Hyper Beam. So you're very likely going to have Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, Flash Cannon as a moveset. I do think even on PV Poke, you can put this Pokemon in already here. If you want to take a look here for the next season, what Duraludon can do. This Pokemon is actually kind of interesting because of the typing it has. It's the same typing as Dialga, but it's not going to be the most broken Pokemon at all. Here, as you can see, the stats are kind of very similar to Dialga. Dragon Claw is kind of a bit better, though, than what Dialga has to offer, and so it's just going to be basically like a Dialga in this matter. It's alright. It's not too crazy. The typing itself is actually really good, but the moveset is kind of lacking. Next up, we're going to have Keldeo. This Pokemon is going to be available again. This is just the ordinary form, but there's going to be the other form that's going to be interchangeable, so like you can mostly just unlock it, which is kind of interesting for the one that you have already. But yeah, this Pokemon is kind of struggling with the fast moves. Low Kick is bad. Could be buffed, to be fair. Low Kick is not really on any Pokemon where it would be breaking anything. Poison Jab is just not really ideal, but it's the best fast move for PvP. And then you have actually Aqua Jet, which is great, and Sacred Sword, which is great. I wonder where Secret Sword is coming in there. I would assume it's going to be somewhere at like 45 energy and then do a lot of damage or something like this. Not too sure. I would actually hope that Secret Sword is a fast move, but I can't see that happening. But yeah, this Pokemon is going to be available again for the people who don't have one yet. If you have one already and has garbage AVs, then sad for you. It's sad for me as well. I don't have a good IV version either. This Pokemon is not going to get like any kind of other treatment there. Dipplin, we don't know anything yet about it, but all we know is like the stats that it's going to have in the game, which is going to be 173, 184, and 190. This is going to be a bit more of a bulky Pokemon that gets up to here, 2600 CP, so it could be good for the Ultra as well as for the Great League, with some solid bulk and an interesting typing. We don't know exactly what this Pokemon is going to have. If we're going to take a look here real quick at the other Pokemon that are already out here, we see like moves like Astonish, Bullet Seed, Dragon Pulse, Outrage, Seed Bomb. Those all have, by the way, also a signature move that is not released yet, which I would like to see for those. But yeah, Hydrapple, on the other hand, here is going to be a Pokemon that is going to get up to 3600 CP, and with that, it's going to be quite solid for even the Master League Premier Cup, I would assume, as it's going to be a Pokemon that, yeah, it's just going to be a fun one. I like the design a lot. It has also a very, very cool shiny, where even the attack animation changes based on if it's shiny or not, which is such a cool feature. Let's take a look here real quick as well at my favorite graphics from Galax. I hope that they have one up already. Yeah, exactly. Here you're going to have basically a graphics towards all the interesting stuff towards this year. We are going to have legendary shadow rates for the Groudon again. All of the things now kind of more better displayed than what the Pokemon Go website is going to do, the weekly challenges. Here you can earn up rewards to XP and boost friendship. So like that's kind of what you can do, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that's going to be kind of what's going on here. We're going to have different eggs depending actually on the month as well, which is kind of cool to see. But again, eggs are not really that interesting anyway. Seasonal eggs there as well. It's not going to be too crazy either. I just think it's kind of nice to get like the Tinkaton. This is kind of a good Pokemon to have with that. But otherwise, this is not going to be too crazy here. And I think that is most likely it for now. I love this event though. This Pokemon is great. This event is also going to be happening here very, very soon as well. So definitely give it a try as well. I love that Pokemon. I want to get a shiny Psyduck. But that's going to be it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like. A lot of information here. Cool cards coming for Pokemon Go PvP. New Pokemon coming to the game itself as well. More Mega Evolution are coming, which we already expected. And so, yeah, this is going to be it. If you want me to take a look at like the Pokemon again here for PvP and just guess the moveset, then let me know down below. But this is going to be it for now. See you then.